and welcome or welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here. So today we're going to be talking about you meeting those goals that you've been making every 2 months, every 3 months, whatever it is, and you're just like not getting to the place where you want to get to. I have a hunch that being your own cheerleader can help push things along way faster. A lot of the time, I know I used to rely on other people to sort of cheer me on, and I've found that honestly, the best cheerleader is yourself. Is yourself. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a few ways that I sort of took daily steps to become my own cheerleader, and just every single day just being that person who's like, go girl, yeah, you can do it. In a non-corny way. But yeah, so the first thing that we'll talk about is your poor self-talk. This is a big one because I used to basically be my own worst enemy. Just constant 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ragging on myself, talking bad about myself, just like not being friends with myself. And I think that this hindered me from reaching my goals for a very long time. I can remember like just taking it back to when I was a kid. Peak negative self-talk, okay? I was in, picture me, 10 years old, whatever it is, in Levi's, in the dressing room, in the Levi's jeans dressing room. There are maybe like 20 pairs of jeans, literally, maybe 20 pairs of jeans, and not one of them fit. Oh my God. It sounds silly, but trying on jeans for me as a kid was painful. Something about zipping up a pair of jeans and you're thinking that it's your size and they don't fit used to literally just like crush my soul. So while I was trying on these jeans, I'm calling myself all kinds of names. I'm not necessarily, obviously it's the jeans problem, right? You are not the problem. I know now that, I heard this recently actually, and I was like, yeah, like, okay, so I love flowers, right? And somebody was saying like, you would never tell a flower, like, you need a little bit more red. Like, why are you not red enough? Or like, why are you not pink enough? Whatever it is. Like, you would never tell a flower that they're not good enough exactly the way they are. So why would you ask yourself to change? Good question. That hit it for me. That hit it for me. Me trying on these jeans in Levi's at 10 years old or whatever it is, that was a moment in time. However, that negative self-talk, it was a daily thing. I mean, it's just it was ingrained. It was ingrained in my mental. It was just like every day when you wake up, when you look in the mirror, you're like, oh God, I look horrible. My breath smells bad, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is, it's a constant narrative. And this negative narrative is not helpful for you to get to where you want to go. Where you want to go is be more in alignment with your path. You want to be in alignment with what's for you. It's a constant narrative that basically you're not good enough. And if you have in your head that you're not good enough, how are you going to reach your goals? So I knew I had to like unlearn this negative self-talk pattern and just like be nicer to myself. Just generally just be nicer to myself. And what I did, honestly, is just like faking it. Just straight up faking it, okay? Like, This is chai tea, by the way. You know, when you wake up in the mirror and you look in the mirror, just telling yourself, girl, you look gorgeous. You're so blessed. You slept in a warm bed last night. You have a warm house. You have family that love you, friends that love you. Like, you are blessed. Just to like bring those grateful abundance vibes into your aura, into your vibration, it makes all of the difference. And at first you're gonna feel dumb as hell. You are gonna feel stupid looking in the mirror, just like saying all these positive things. You're gonna feel dumb. But I felt dumb. But over time, you're gonna surprise yourself. You are gonna surprise yourself. One morning you're gonna wake up and, you know, even though it's a pattern, if you're trying to make a change, you're gonna have to continue to do it. So every day, keep talking to yourself nice. Keep talking to yourself nice. And one day when you're gonna not fake it. You're gonna say it without even realizing it. You're gonna give yourself a compliment when you look in the mirror without even thinking twice about it. So yeah, that's what I really did to like help with my just help to create a more positive self-talk narrative. That helped towards getting me to a place where I can be more in alignment with my goals and just reach my goals. So number 2 is celebrate your achievements. Like on your own, like celebrate your own achievements. Don't wait for anybody else to plan a party for you, send you a text. Like, people are busy. People may love you. I'm sure they do. But you cannot rely on them to like, you know, cheer you on and get you to a place where you're like, okay, I can do this. You have to be that one. So, you know, recently I just created this YouTube page and I'm super excited about it. And I have big goals for it. Like, I really want to create a community and just like foster a relationship with more of you guys. And I reached the big achievement of 20 followers last week. I was so excited for myself. I didn't even tell anybody. Like, you know, 20 followers sounds probably silly to a lot of people. But what I did was I wrote in my journal, I had just a little celebration post, a little celebration, a space for celebration for myself in my journal. A journal entry that's a celebration. Like, it doesn't have to be like a huge thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I see a lot of the time, like, people buy themselves cakes or whatever it is. Like, it doesn't even need to be all that. Like, all it needs to be is you taking a little bit of time out of your day, just a little bit of time, to acknowledge the greatness that is you. So another thing that I did is just breaking down my goals into small, achievable bits. So what I mean by that is, you know, if you have a goal of having a successful YouTube channel, celebrating those 20 followers, celebrating those 20 followers or subscribers it's a part of the journey, and it's a part of the process. You have to recognize that everybody has to start from zero. Like, everybody has to start from zero at one point. If you have 1 million subscribers on YouTube, at some point in time you had 0. So it's, for me, I think it's really important to just like fall in love with the process and not necessarily the end game or the end goal that you have. So I went to art school. I studied painting and art history and curatorial studies. So we had 6-hour studio classes. That sounds like a lot. That sounds like a long time, and it is. In the best way. Like, in the best way. It was a whole ritual for me to just like, okay, walking over to the studio, smelling the flowers, taking it slow, listening to music. When I get to the studio, finding the perfect spot, finding where you want to sit, unraveling all of your paints, setting up your palette exactly how you want it, slowly mixing up all your paints. You get where I'm going with this. Like, it's a ritual. It's about the process. So, you know, I didn't have any expectations most of the time when I'm going into the 6-hour painting class that I'm going to have a full paint, you know, completed painted at paint. I'm not expecting to have a masterpiece at the end of the 6-hour class. But what I am expecting is to just enjoy the process. I know that I'm going to have a lot of fun just zenning out and just meditating and painting, enjoying the process. 99% of the time, I have zero expectations for even how the painting is going to look. I'm an abstract painter. So yeah, it's about, I think from a long time ago, I fell in love with just the process, and I understood the importance of falling in love with the process. So, you know, usually when you have a sort of goal for yourself, you know, you have this end goal and then you have the starting point, right? So in the middle, in between those two, is the process. And the process is an everyday thing. So you have to take small steps every single day towards whatever your goal is. If for whatever reason you're not enjoying the process to reach the end of your goal, I would take a step back and just consider if this goal is something that you actually want to do. Is this goal in alignment with your path? Is this goal spiritually in alignment with who you are? If you're not enjoying the actual process to get to this end goal, it's pointless. It's pointless. In my mind, it's pointless, because once you meet this goal, like, a goal doesn't just end there, right? A goal, in my mind, you want to have some momentum. So once you meet a goal, you want to hit another one. You want to hit another one. You want to hit another one. So if you're not enjoying the process to get to that goal, you're going to be unhappy. You're going to be unhappy. You're going to be unhappy. You're going to be miserable because you hate the process. So I think that, you know, one of the biggest lessons that I learned is if I'm not enjoying the process of something, and this is a general rule, right? Like, there are some things, of course, along the way to meet a goal that you don't necessarily like, or it's not as fun for you. However, overall, if you are not enjoying the process, I would take a moment to just journal about this and consider if this is something that you actually want. Another thing that I did is to just really practice self-compassion. And what I mean by that is just like being gentle with myself, not working myself like a workhorse, because I have a tendency to do that. And understand that rest is also a part of reaching your goals too. So resting and recharging is equally as important as checking off a box on your to-do list. Honestly, at sometimes on your to-do list, put rest and recharge. Like, pencil in a day to not do anything so you can just recharge yourself. If there's one thing that I learned this year, it's that anything that's in alignment for you will reach you. Anything that's in alignment for you will reach you. You cannot miss any of your blessings. So take the time to rest. Like, as hard, you know, as as easy it is as it is to just like grind it out and, you know, do what you gotta do to like meet your end goal. If you don't take the time to rest and recharge, by the time you meet your goal, you're going to be ragged, dusty, and musty. And you're not going to be able to maintain the momentum it takes to reach another goal, and then another one, and another one, and another one. And I think that sort of ties in with falling in love with the process too. Like, a part of the process is resting and recovering as much as grinding it out and getting shit done. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I really enjoyed just spending some time with you. And I will, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know, what are you doing that helps you just like be your own cheerleader and like meet your own goals? Like, what do you do? Like, I really want to know, like, cause I'm trying to meet some goals. Okay. So maybe you are too. So let me know. Again, I'm so happy that you're here, and I'll see you next time.